Okay, so as they've gone through this, so David and Joshua already went through this introduction to robotics. So that is what we are going to do. And what you're going to need, you will need the Lego educational robot actually. So that you can get on this particular link. So this link could be sent to you. I'm going to show you where it is. So this is the link. So and what else do you need? You will need the box with it. So once you buy the robot, they're going to send you the Lego box and everything. So there are a lot of Lego parts in there, because you're going to be building different robots. I think you can build almost like 15 different robots with that particular Lego box. So it's a huge box. To be honest, I think that's why it's a bit expensive. So, and also you would have downloaded the Spike Prime app. This is free. So I'll also show you where to get it. Of course, you need a computer. And as well, I think you can use the app as well on Android and also on Apple Store. So, but I would advise you get a laptop or a computer, so it makes it easier. So basically, these are what you're going to need. So I think some people are asking, what is the important thing to get? These are the two ones. So if you don't have this, you can still attend the class. It's only that you'll not be able to practice on your own, basically. So that's basically what's going to happen. So for you to get the app, you just need to go to lego.com and education.lego.com. So I'm going to just copy the link. So let me go to. So if I go here, so this is if you go to this particular URL, so it takes you here and you can select the type of device that you are going to use. If you are using the Mac OS, this is it. If you're using Windows or iPad or Android or Chromebook, so you select the right application or the right device that you're going to use. And after you select that, so you should be able, you will see get app or download installer. So if you are going to be using Windows 10, I would just advise you to kind of download, click on download installer, because once you do that, it's going to download it like that. So then you can click on it. So, and if you are using Mac, so you would change that to Mac and you click on download. It will do the same thing as well. Download that. Once that is finished, and you can install it. So, and the same if you are using iPad, you get the app. This should take you to the App Store, and the same thing applies to the Android. You click on get the app, that should take you to the App Store, then you can get it from there. So because I'm using Windows, so I'll just go with this one and then click on get. Yeah. Well, of course, if you are using Windows, you can get the app also on Windows Store as well. So, which is fine. Yeah, Microsoft stores. Yeah. Thank you, Joshua. So, yeah, so now, so I don't need to kind of install this again because I already got it installed. So, but if you have not installed it, just need to click on it and it will take you through the step to install it, basically. So we're going to go through that later. So, okay, so once you've got that installed, it will take you here, basically. So you have a screen like this, but you will not have any recent project because you haven't got anything. So, if you scroll down, this is what you're going to have. So the home page is what is being displayed. You have the start, which allows you to go through what you want to do. You can click on the start here. So that allows you to build your robot and also give you some information about that. If you click on next, it's going to show you what the robot contains. So for those guys that are getting the robot for the first time, this will be the end product of what you're looking for to get. but this is how it's going to come. So you need to bring them together. So the first one that you need to build is the hub, basically, is the battery rather. So you put the battery inside the hub, so like that. So, and the next one is you now preparing to write your code. So you can use your mouse, and as well you can, if you're using like an iPad, you can use your hand to drag it. So basically like that. So yeah. Okay, then once you've kind of start something like that, so you just click on play. So I'm going to show that to you. So Joshua is helping me out with the robot. So, and I would connect on a different monitor. So can you connect the phone as well so that they can see what that would do? So I'm going to click to play. And if you can put the video on that one. I think it's the other way around. Okay, all right, yeah. So you might need to open the, what's it called? The screen, the gallery screen, so that you can see this particular one. So, okay, all right, cool. Okay, so, so you should, when you press on, so what does this do? It should play a sound. For 2 seconds. So let's increase that to, should we increase that to 10 seconds? Okay, all right, so that's it playing some sound. Can we? Okay, so that's it. So you go to the next lesson. So basically, if you go through this lesson, it's going to show you what you need to do. The next lesson is about motors and sensor, right? So what you need to do to the motor and sensor. So yeah, for the how to build the motors and sensors, so you need to build the module. So you'll be given 2 modules of the motor. You're going to build one. No, this is just introduction. This is just introduction, actually. So you're also going to be built. You have the sensor, you have the color sensor, and you have the distance sensor, and you have the force sensor as well. So this will be included in the package that you'll be given. So, and then let's go to the next one as well. So you can also program each one of them based on what you want. So, and you have the sensor. So Can you show the sensor, Joshua? Have you got the sensor plugged in?
I only have the motor.
You only have the motor. Okay, can you zoom in on the motor? Okay, so you have the motor that
you can show how it works.
Okay, please.
You go here. That's this button. Then you can do that. And the motors will make it move forward. Unfortunately, some reason the other motor doesn't work.
So you got a fault in your engineering design, Joshua. So which we need to be fixed.
Just did it from the instructions.
Okay, so basically, as a robotic engineer, so you need to fix that. Okay, I think that's fine now. Okay, all right. So basically,
but it keeps on becoming stuck.
Yeah. So in your robotics, when you are doing your designing, you need to consider those things in there. So because a robot, sometimes you can take a robot to go to space. And if you send your robot to space, you won't have
without it having any energy.
Exactly. You don't have this opportunity to be changing it when it goes to space. So you have to make sure exactly it's gone. So that is very important to be able to program and also design your robot to do the right things. So in this particular class, you're going to be able to witness this. Basically, you'll be able to design your robot as an engineer, and also as a computer scientist, you'll be able to program your robot as well. So those are the things that we're going to be looking into. And you're going to be seeing some flaws in the designs and as well. So we're going to be looking at that. So sorry, I've got some people raising their hands. So I'm going to call you now quickly. So one, Caris and Joshua.
What was I doing? I was going to ask, I forgot what I was going to ask. It was from before, but I think it was about, oh yeah, it was when we went onto the website to look at the spike set. It kept saying 404 error.
Okay, is it okay now?
No, still not working.
Still not working. I'm going to send the link again to you, and I'll also put on the Telegram. So it should work also. Okay, I'm going to do that again. So yeah, and okay, all right, come back to you. Mofe Davison. I've got Mofe raising the hands. Let's move to Grace.
What lesson is this?
Oh, this is just introduction. Okay, so the lesson that we're meant to do is lesson 1. So I just quickly went through the introduction and how to bring the robots together. There are a lot of things that we can do using the robots. So, but lesson today is going to be lesson 1, same thing that we did last week. Okay, no, actually lesson 2 because you.
So is it operates?
Yeah, operates. Yeah.
So you go to inventions, but here, pretty sure that we. I'm pretty sure that we have it.
Okay, so what's going to happen is like we're going to do the upper race now. They are going to show how the upper race should work. Okay.
Oh, so if the default tower is actually set to this, but it makes it move backwards.
Okay. So I'm going to pass it to Joshua to do a demonstration of the upper race. Okay. But after this, we're going to come back to address all those people that subscribe to this. So we're going to come back to other people that have got issues with their setup and everything. So we're going to do the upper race now. What else does it entail? It's very, very important for you as an engineer to design your robot properly so that it does something. Okay. So, and yeah, so you're able to, do that. So, and quickly, Weth, I've got your hands up. Weth, you got hands up if you want to unmute and talk.
I've got the app, but I don't have the like the robot itself.
Okay, all right, don't worry. Actually, one thing I said, the robot is not mandatory or mandatory. It's optional.
And
But
it's mandatory.
yeah, okay. So it's optional. So if you don't have robots, that's fine. So what I can say is that we can try as much as possible to show you the movement of the robots. But I do encourage people to get the robot. I know it's expensive. It's got a lot of money actually, but they've got a lot of things in there. So if you can just go in there and check. So can you bring your box out to see what they are going to get? If you get a robot, Joshua, okay, quickly. So I think you're going to have something like this, right? Okay, all right. Just to show what you're going to have in the robots, actually. So if you buy the robots, you have something like that.
So, like this, but also this as well. But we bring all of it to build the robot. So
What are you starting saying?
Sorry, say that one again.
What are you starting saying?
Can you zoom in on that, please? Yeah. So that is the box for the robot.
Right. This is an actual box.
Okay.
Containing all the stuff. This is just extra for a specific robot, I'm pretty sure. And this contains all you need. We have two, just in case.
Okay, all right, that's fine. So that is what you're going to have if you get the robot. So yeah. So okay. All right, cool. Okay, Joshua, do you want to go through the code, please? Explain what the code and how to.
Well, the motors, it actually depends on which part the motors are stuck in, or else it won't work because it's E plus F, and you need the correct motors for it. And the movement speed, well, it just depends on how fast it moves. And here it displays a 3, 2, 1, like it's displaying a 0 right now, so wait. Anyway, it's one code.
So that's why you need to ensure that you put the right code into the robot. So
3,
that,
2,
okay.
1. Then it jumped. Okay, wrong way. It was the wrong way. It was going the wrong way. So it has a 3, 2, 1 for countdown. Then it just starts galloping like this. So 3, 2, 1. And it starts galloping like a monster.
Okay, all right, cool. So
and we set it to 100 seconds, so it's going for a while.
Okay. Do you want to explain the code now, please? So you. Okay, cool. All right, so basically that is a simple code actually that you have with Blockly, okay?
It's already there after you finish building.
Yeah, which we can say. So now, any question? So I'm gonna break you into rooms now quickly. So any question?
I have a question.
Like more stuff after here.
Okay.
For the lesson.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Well, when we go into the breakout rooms, will someone share their screen and show the code that they've done so that people and explain how it works?
No, in terms, we are not going to do robotics today.
Outside, the quiet. I tried to listen.
Okay, yes, we are not going to do robotics for today in the breakout room. So for next week, we're going to do the upper. So try to build it before the day.
And remember, the next robot we're building is the grabber.
Okay, so for next week, we do the grabber for next week. I'll try to send a link to you. So I'll try to send a link to you before the day. So, but for today is the upper. So for next week, we're going to do the grabber. So how can you use your robot to actually grab something and to move something? This is very, very important.
It's basically like picking up litter.
Exactly.
With a hand.
And also you can use this application even in hospitals. If you want to be the robot that's going to help the doctors to be picking something, or even in engineering field, you want to be a robot that will be picking some stuff from one place to the other. So this is very, very important for you to be able to do that. So, all right, so that's the purpose of this robot. So, okay.
Yeah. I have a question. What if we don't have the robot, but we're doing a coding by ourselves?
Yeah, I've said you don't need to worry. So if you don't have the robot, you can do the coding. As long as you've done it the same way it's been done in class, then we will be able to show you how it should work actually. So for every of this code, also there is, you can save your code basically, and you can display it. You can show it in the class. So that's another thing that will encourage you.
And how do we save the code?
Yeah, it's automatically saved. You can kind of save it like that. Click on file and save as basically, right? Then it's saved, yeah. And you can share it in the class. You'll be able to look at it, and yeah, so that should be fine.
I have a question.
Okay, please, Gabriel.
Does be. So are you still doing when you have to ask your parents to text you to be the leader of the group?
Sorry, say that one again, Gabriel.
Do we have to ask our parents to text you so that we can be the leader of the group?
For you guys, I've already got your details. That's fine. You don't need to. Okay. So
good, because my mum has already texted you.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't need to worry. Dara, can you please don't write on the screen, please? If that's fine.
My other question.
Okay, Wes, go, please.
I have a question.
Will this?
Excuse me.
Will this?
Sorry, 1 minute, one by one. Wes first, please.
You know, if you don't have the robot, will this affect, like, at the end of the robotics lesson, will this affect the certification?
No, it won't affect the certification, but of course, you won't be able to practice at home. Do you get it now?
Yeah,
so
meet up with someone else.
Yeah. So we won't be able. So we'll try as much as possible. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some people getting the robot. So in the meeting rooms that we're going to break you into it, so someone will be able to share their screen and share their robot, so be able to see how the robot works. But the disadvantage is that this is a robotic class. I know it's a bit expensive, but yeah, it is robotics. So you have to have the robot to be able to get the full knowledge, basically. Because even at home, you may want to just develop your own robots and also design anything that you want, basically, right? So, but if you don't have robots, you'll just be imagining what your robot should do. So, but in the class, we'll show you what the robot should do and how you can actually do that as well. So you will go at home and do it, basically. Then when you come into the class, you can show your code to people like what we're seeing right now, and we can be able to correct it. So yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay,
so no worries. Yeah. Who else have I not called? Adeshola Oshin.
What is this robot stuff?
What do you mean?
Robot stuff.
Okay. All right. Quickly.
The robot collection.
Okay, I think someone actually asked. I'm sure that you're talking about the robot itself. So this is the link. Yeah. So when I'll go and click on the robot now, So you can see this is a, hold on, let me even remove the annotation. Okay, all right, yeah, this is the robot. This is the robot, yeah. Like it is expensive, to be honest. So you don't need to worry about that.
I can't see anything.
Okay, I'm going to unshare my screen and share it again. Okay, this is the screen again. So you don't need to worry, to be honest, so about this, okay? Because I know it's quite expensive. So you can build the app, the robot with the app, right? So you don't need to worry about this if you cannot do this, but that's fine. So what we're going to do is like once you go to the app, you'll be able to kind of program it.
Yeah. Oh, actually, well, there's just one thing. If you want to buy, I recommend buying it now because I think it says sale price, so it's probably on a sale, and the full price is £302.
Okay, all right.
And no one wants to pay that. Like.
All right, thank you, Joshua. Yeah, it is cheaper now. Actually, before now it's 302.
It's very cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper now. So, but to be honest, you guys don't need to worry. So we try to accommodate a lot of people, and this is the first time that we are doing this. So, and hopefully it works, and everybody's got interest. So it's an introduction for you to be able to know what is robotics, and also for you to know how you can program a robot. So, and for those guys, we might be doing this a lot actually. So, and so that you can be able to know how to be a robot. There are a lot of things that you can do with it. Hopefully we'll be able to go after these first sessions. Hopefully we'll be able to do more from there. So, and yeah, who knows, some of you will be like artificial intelligence guys or able to build different robots. So that is the purpose of this particular class, to actually open your eyes to robotics, and so that you be able to know that, okay, yeah, you can actually do that. So, and maybe in the next Christmas, so when you are talking about your parents buying you a gift, okay, this is the gift I want. So, or you start to save up for it, basically. So for those guys that you normally get pocket money, so you can save up for this, basically. Yeah, but don't disturb your parents too much about this, okay? I know it's expensive, but I know some of them already said, okay.
Check.
Okay. All right, cool.
Excuse me, Uncle.
Yes, please.
Did you say that we were going to do breakout rooms today?
So I thought we would do, to be honest. I think this information is as very, very, very important for everyone to have. So unfortunately, maybe not. Okay. So I really want to kind of answer all the questions. So next week is another day. I know you guys love the breakout rooms, to be honest. So that's okay. I also love it because this class is more of interactions and we're able to solve each other's problems. So unfortunately, yes, we were not able to do breakout room today. So, but next week, on failing the guests, we're going to do just a few talking, a few introductions, then you guys will be able to do the breakout room from next week, okay?
And we can also do it on Teams or whatever. We can do it on.
Sorry, say that one again, please.
We can also do it on Teams anyways.
Oh, okay, yeah, we are not using Teams again. So yeah, okay, you mean doing it in Teams? Yes, of course. That's when we say breakout rooms. Basically, that's what we mean, actually. So I will put you in teams, maybe like 5 teams, basically. Then you would work together. And I know these guys, they love it to have to work together within that particular team. And there's always going to be which team is the best team for this particular week or next week. So, yeah. So, okay, all right. Another.
I have another question.
I have a question.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me call Ogolua first. Ogolua, please.
Your side is echoing.
Uncle, do you need to buy the Lego
Can you speak a bit louder if that's fine?
Do you need to buy the Lego Prime set to build the robot?
Yes, if you need to build the robot, you need the Lego set. Yeah. But like I said, you don't need to worry about that. So you can use this particular app actually to program how the robot is going to, what it's going to do, which I think for me is very, very important than, yeah. So because you are able to visualize what the robot is doing. And I will tell you one quick story, right? When I did computer science in Nigeria, and the first time I wrote a program, I didn't see computer actually. So I had to write it in paper and also put the result in paper. So basically, so it's also possible to write program without having to see a computer as well. So that is the first program I wrote. I wrote it even with hand without even a computer. So you guys don't need to worry, okay? So
I have another question.
Please. What's your question?
What is it about the Legos about the robots?
What is it about the robot? Is that your question?
Legos.
Legos. It's not, yeah, of course, I know most of you already have different set of Legos, but this is a robot Lego.
It's because you need the hub.
Yeah.
And it basically Bluetooth.
Because I've never done robots before.
That's also why you need the motors and sensors.
Yeah. So this particular robot is very, very comprehensive and also is a bit intelligent in the sense that and is also intelligent in the sense that you can program it to do whatever you want it to do, basically. So it's not other robots that you might have had. There's other robots that you press some buttons and they do some of the things for you. But this is not. You would need to program this robot to do something, basically. So, which is separated with other robots.
It's not actually one of the artificial intelligence.
Uncle, I have a question.
The whole house.
Yeah. So it's not those ones that you.
Someone has a question.
Yeah. Okay. A very long time.
Okay. Wes, any other questions or Grace?
Yeah, I have a
question.
I have
another question.
Okay, all right. Let's Wes, then I'll come to you, Grace.
I will have a question like another time.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me talk to Wes, then I'll come to you, Grace.
So, what's after robotics?
What? You're breaking up.
What's after robotics?
What's after robotics? Oh, good question, actually. So we normally do like 4 different courses, actually. So, yeah, but I decided to do one first because sometimes if you do 4 at the same time, it is a bit confusing to a lot of people. So we did Python last time. So for those guys that have done Python, it's going to be a bit easier for them. So when we move from Blockly to Python in robotics, so that is one we normally do. JavaScript is coming up, and that's the most favorite one. A lot of people they love JavaScript actually. So, and they can do a lot of things. So we're going to start that, but not now. So they're also going to be web development as well. We do web development. So it's going to form in this order. When in the maybe 4th week after the robotics, when everybody is already settled with robotics, we're going to start the web development. All right, I'm going to start the web development, which you're going to be able to build your site by yourself from scratch, basically. So we're going to tell you how to do that. So, and
I was supposed to do it by ourselves.
Yeah, you're gonna do it by yourself. To be honest, I would need to facilitate it and teach you, basically. The last time I saw a lot of people did cool websites actually, and some of them is and you can see those websites that they did. So, but this time around, it's going to be, very, very much.
Cool.
Do you need a laptop to do it? Or is there any other equipment?
Is this going to be every week?
And it's going to be every Saturday, 6 to 7 for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every Saturday, 6 to 7.
To do it?
Yeah, sorry?
Do you need a laptop to do it? Any other equipment? Or is only like...
You need a laptop. You need a laptop to be able to do this, yeah. Okay.
I don't have a laptop to do this, but I will use one another day.
Okay, that's no problem. So Grace, any question? You said you had one.
I have two. One, under the hood of the Blockly, is Python like the code under the hood?
Yeah, under the hood, yeah, Python it is actually. So at the back of it. So we're going to move to Python, later, so that you guys can be able to program in Python from there. So I think so we're going to talk about this maybe in the next 2 weeks.
I have another question. When we do actually, I forgot the other question.
Okay, all right, good, no problem. Read one.
Maybe later you can remember.
Okay. Read one and Chris O.
My question is that for the coding, do you have to have the hopper to do the coding?
No, you don't need the hopper to do the coding, right? But you need the hopper to be able to see what you've coded. Do you get it now?
I've already said.
Yeah. So the hopper is like your output, basically, right? So what you program, the hopper will do it, right? So the hopper, for those people that are thinking, what is hopper? The hopper is one set of the robot that you've just built. You can build as many robots. I think last week we built Kiki, right? It's called, isn't it? Yep. Yeah. Last week it was Kiki. Today is hopper. Next week it will be the grabber, right? Yeah. So there will be different robots that will be building every week. It's going to be fun, actually. So even if you miss anyone, you don't need to worry because they are going to be independent, actually. So it's not going to be, okay, if you miss one, you cannot do this one. So you don't need to worry. Okay, quickly, because we have our time is spent. Ogolua, any question? Ogolua. Okay.
I didn't run in this place.
Sorry?
I'm the new person in this Lego group.
How do you?
I said I'm the new person in the yellow in this robot group.
Okay, this yellow one.
Yeah, I've never done it before.
Okay, you don't need to worry. So you are in the right place, okay? So as long as you have interest in it, so that's what is most important, okay? So your interest is most important. So we come here, just have fun and play. So, and then you'll be able to, gain something. So you don't need to worry. And there are a lot of guys there that have been doing this for a year and they're brilliant, actually. And those guys, they know that, you're right. So they'll be able to even help you to get up to speed, yeah. Okay, all right, Gabriel.
My hand was up by accident.
Okay, no problem. I think I've got two people, their hands up, Grace and Caris and Joshua. Okay, all right, I think that will be all then. So let me see, I think there's some people that send a chart. So. Okay, Chris, I'm not sure. Okay, Emmanuel said, I know Scratch. So if you already know Scratch, so the Blockly is going to be easy for you to pick up. So it's similar to...
It's exactly the same, but it's similar.
Yeah, it's similar to Blockly, so yeah.
Because Scratch uses Blockly, just using different blocks.
Okay, Grace, your question quickly. Grace, you said you got a question.
I wanted to ask, if you're supposed to share the robot, but you only have a computer, if you have a computer, would you need to have a second device, like a phone or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, you might need that actually, because you want to share the screen. If not, if you don't have two devices, So that's fine. What you need to do is to switch it basically. So the first thing, you show your screen, the second one, then you show the video basically, okay? So that might be, so there will be, to be honest, I know there's a lot of challenges in this one because you want to see what the video of the robot as well, and you want to see the screen. So, and hopefully we'll be able to do this together. So, but if you have two devices, it will be brilliant. But if it's only one, it's still okay anyway. You just need to switch between the camera and showing your screen. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. I think that should be all. So yeah, so I'll see you guys next week. Like we know, you are here not only learn robotics, you are also here to make friends. You are here to gain confidence, to be able to talk and speak out. This is very, very important in this class. So when we break you into rooms, I really want interaction. I want people to talk, right? Basically, that is very, very important. I know some people are shy. At the end of the class, you are not going to be shy because you are going to be talking. So it's basically, this is also class for you to boost your confidence, to be able to talk and also interact with people. And also, you're also going to learn a little of mathematics and everything. So, and it's going to really help you in class as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Then we'll be able to go into the meeting rooms and break out into different teams. So, all right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Take away 4 minutes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Uncle.
Everybody have a good half term.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.